Hello, ChatGPT.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
How can I help you?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another interesting discussion. Today, we are going to talk about the power of positive thinking, how to reframe your mindset. We will explore how our thought influence our emotion, discussion, and daily life. So let's bring our discussion.
Okay, let's do it. That's a great topic. So, tell me, when you hear positive thinking, what comes to mind for you?
My first question is, what does positive thinking really mean to you?
Good question. To me, positive thinking isn't about pretending everything's perfect. It's more like training your mind to notice possibilities instead of only focusing on obstacles. So, it's not about faking cheerfulness. It's more about choosing interpretations that help you move forward instead of getting stuck.
Okay. My next question is, how can our thought influence our feelings and actions?
Hmm. Thoughts are like the lens we're looking through. So if the lens is dark, like I always mess up, feelings tend to sink and actions might get cautious or avoidant. But if you think, I can try one small step, your emotions soften and your behavior often follows. It's like a loop: thought, feeling, action. And each one reinforces the other.
Okay. What is the difference between positive thinking and simple ignoring problem?
Hmm. Ignoring problems is like sweeping dust under a rug. It hides it for a bit, but doesn't really fix it. Positive thinking acknowledges the dust, that asks, okay, what can I do about this? It's realistic, not blind optimism.
Okay. How can we reframe a negative thought into a more positive and realistic one?
A simple way is to first notice the negative thought without judging it. Then ask, is there a truer, more balanced version? For example, change I always fail to sometimes things don't work out, but I can learn from them. So you're not ignoring the difficulty, you're reframing it so it leaves room for agency.
Okay. When you face failure of disappointment, how can positive thinking help you?
Well, positive thinking can keep failure from defining you. It helps you see the setback as information, not a verdict. It says, what can I carry forward from this? So instead of getting stuck in, why me? You start shifting to, what next? That shift lowers the emotional weight, just enough to make the next step possible.
Okay. Why do people sometimes focus more on negative experience than positive ones?
Well, that's partly how our brains evolved. Paying attention to threats, even small ones, kept people safe. But now, in everyday life, that same wiring can make negatives feel louder than positives. But the good news is, with awareness, you can rebalance that.
Okay. How can we develop the habit of looking or for opportunities in difficult situations?
Start small. Pick one tough moment a day and ask, what's one useful thing that could come out of this? Over time, that question becomes automatic. So even when things feel heavy, your brain naturally starts scanning for possibilities instead.
Okay. My next question is, can positive thinking improve our confidence and motivation? How?
Yeah, it definitely can. When your inner voice leans supportive instead of harsh, you take more willing risks. You bounce back a little faster, and that steady tone builds confidence. It doesn't guarantee success, but it makes consistent effort way more likely. And that effort is where motivation actually lives.
Okay. My next question is, what are some simple daily practice that can help us develop a positive mindset?
Hmm. One easy practice is a short daily gratitude check. Like, name one thing that went okay today, even if it's tiny. Over time, those small nods train your brain to notice good alongside the hard. Pair that with kind self talk, like speaking to yourself the way you would to a good friend. It's simple, but when done consistently, it quietly shifts the tone of your whole day.
Okay. My last question is, how can positive thinking change the way we see our future and achieve our goals?
Positive thinking changes the story we tell ourselves about what's possible. Instead of I can't or it's too late, the mind leans toward I can try or I can learn. That doesn't mean ignoring challenges, but it frames them as things you can work with. Over time, that outlook fuels persistence, keeps motivation from burning out too fast, and makes long term goals feel more doable. It's like adjusting the lens so the path looks clearer, not magically easy, just more navigable.
Okay. Thank you for this wonderful discussion. Today we learned that positive thinking does not mean pretending that everything is perfect. It means changing the way we look at challenges and choosing a healthier and more hopeful perspective. A positive mindset can help us learn, grow, and move forward. Thank you everyone for listening and watching. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you. That was a wonderful takeaway.